To start today's event, please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have to set the example for the rest of the country that we can congregate in mass and be peaceful and be stern and demanding that the madness stop.
I want a system that makes sure that the person we pick, people really want. I'm tired of voting for the lesser of two evils. I want a system like, or in fact is, instant runout voting, because that is how we can fix it.
Vote like democracy depends on it, because it does. So let's keep building, let's keep believing, and let's keep becoming unstoppable. And remember today, we were here. We stood up. As President Dwight Eisenhower once said, freedom under law is like the air we breathe. And here in South Carolina, we say, while I breathe, I hope. So let me say this plainly. If freedom is in the air and hope is the breath, then this moment is about survival. About protecting the soul of our democracy from those who would suffocate it with fear, corruption, and control. Because freedom and hope are not luxuries. They are rights, and we are here to defend them both. While I breathe, I hope. While we're breathing, we're hoping. And while we're hoping, we are rising up together and stronger, and we are not backing down. Thank you, Columbia.
My name is James Smith, and I'm down here for the No Kings rally here at the Statehouse in South Carolina.
Good afternoon, Columbia. We can do better than that. Say good afternoon, Columbia. My name is Maurice Bryant, and I'm here on behalf of No Kings. We're gathered today not just in protest, but empowered to make it clear that this country does not belong to kings, dictators, or tyrants. This country belongs to the people, and the people are speaking. Donald Trump wants to rule like a king, but we don't do kings in America. We do democracy. We do justice, we do freedom, and we are here to remind him that no one is above the Constitution and no one is above the people. We reject his cruel immigration policies that tear families apart. We reject his assault on women's rights, LGBTQ rights, black lives, every community he tries to silence. We reject his attacks on our schools, on our books, our truth, and our future. This moment isn't about one man. It's about the movement. It's about the soul of this nation. It's about standing up and speaking out and reminding the world that our voices still matter. So to every person here today, stand tall, speak loud, and march proud. Because we are not subjects to a king. We are people, and the people will lead. Welcome to the No Kings Rally. Let's get started.
I've served 21 years, 6 months, and 18 days in the United States Army as a chaplain. And this was the hat that we wore in the first Cav, first team fight. First Cav is the unit that I was in, 1227 Aviation Regiment at West Fort Hood. And so this is the hat that the Cav soldiers wear, in addition to the patrol crap or the beret. So this is the hat that I have that I can wear anywhere. Not a lot of people know about it, but I do. And so being that this is No Kings Rally and the birthday of the Army, 250 years, I wanted to put on and don a hat that I could wear as a representative. And the shirt that I have on is my United States Army War College shirt, my ring that I earned and graduated from that program in 2016 before I retired. And so that's what this hat is about.
People over profit. People over profit. It was only the mass movement of the people that kept Donald Trump from declaring martial law in 2020. He wanted to do it. He was on the call with all the governors across this country June the 1st, 2020, and it was only the people in our millions coming up, rising up, taking the streets that prevented the martial law. We cannot let them divide us or demonize us. Let's continue to build the movement in massive numbers, and we can win. We will win.
My name is Lawrence Moore, and I'm the director of Carolina for All. We're the host of this event today, and we're loving it. Man, look at all these people. Yeah! Let me see you. Let me see you. Yo, boy! So proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
I want to thank South Carolina AFL-CIO for their involvement. They are part of the reason we got a crowd out here this size. They are part of the reason why we got a huge crowd out here. The South Carolina AFL-CIO, our partner. And I had to get up because my friend and my elected official from the district I live in, Representative Jermaine Johnson. I want to make sure y'all get a picture of me and Jermaine together. I'm gonna turn it over to Jermaine. Thank you, South Carolina. No more, enough is enough. 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 I'm State Representative Jermaine Johnson. I represent the House District 52. We are suffering from an individual who wants to be a dictator. He wants to be a king. He wants to say that we can't do this and we can't do that. And what we have right here in South Carolina right now is a bunch of members in this General Assembly that are following his lead, that are following the talking points of Fox News. They are following the talking points of all the crazy far-right individuals that are running across this state. But right now, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter if you're Republican. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat. It doesn't matter if you're Green Party. It doesn't matter if you're Libertarian. What is right, and what is wrong is wrong. And what they are doing to you every day, it is wrong. They are banning our history. They are banning our books. They are standing against us and telling us we cannot peacefully assemble. Now, from where I come from, I believe in the First Amendment. I believe in our right to peacefully assemble. But what has happened over the past week, our Attorney General, he felt like he had to do social media posts after social media posts, interview after interview, talking about us and our right to peacefully assemble here. Then you've got an individual by the name of Nancy Mace, who wants to talk about which bathroom you can go into. She's spending more time talking about the bathroom. She's spending time talking about her personal issues rather than talking about the things that are happening to her constituents right here in this state. For 22 years, for 22 long years, this state has been ran by single party rule for 22 years. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if these people truly cared about you, your roads would be fixed. If these people truly cared about you, your voting rights would be here. If these people truly cared about you, public education would have been fully funded. If these people truly cared about you, LGBTQ would feel supported. If they truly cared about you, our immigrants would feel supported. Because this is America, and this is a place where we all belong. This is a place that was founded by immigrants. It was founded by immigration, and we all have a place here. We all belong. This is our home, and we will not surrender it to anybody, not to a king, not to a speaker, not to a Republican. We will not surrender. We are standing up. We're going to fight back. We're going to make our voices heard. And we're going to say, no more. Enough is enough.
I'm Sam. I'm with 5051 South Carolina, and I joined the movement late February. 5051 is a grassroots group dedicated to supporting the Constitution and committed to nonviolence. I came to this movement, and I stand before you a man of principle. In particular, the principles of fidelity, duty, and transparency. We stand at the edge of a cliff, and we must turn back together. Turn back, not from accountability, not for standing up for what we believe, but from the toxic norms that have brought us here. Allow me to ask of you while you're here, will you commit to peace and reject violence? If so, repeat after me. I choose peace.
I choose peace.
I am not the threat.
I am not the threat.
Law enforcement, please, I hope that you are equally committed to protecting these peaceful demonstrators from those that crave division and chaos. I wrote that prior to learning about the events in Minnesota. Political assassination has no place in American politics. It is my greatest fear coming to life, and we stand here trying to decide if we will go over that cliff, if we will continue that violence, or if we will together say no.
Well, definitely one thing that our major concern right now is the cuts that Trump has been doing a lot to the Medicaid. Number one, that's stripping 16 million folks away from health care. The way that he's doing a lot of our federal workers right now is really breaking down and debunking not only this state, but United States. So that's a large focus for us. He's been taking away collective bargaining, which is giving opportunity for workers to really have the best set contracts when they're out working. You know, we lose our workers, we lose the whole system and the economy here, you know, not, like I said, not only South Carolina, but United States. So as us at the American Federation of Labor, you know, that's really our main focus. But outside of that, it's standing in solidarity with those who are really losing out here. We got our veterans who are 30% of these federal workers and retirees, 30%. They're the ones that are lacking from this Social Security being pulled. I mean, it's such a detriment to the state, you know, so.
Hi, I'm Chris Himsel, a retired Army colonel having spent 30 years on active duty supporting and defending the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution is a document that enshrines the rights of the individual and the power of the people over the state, or a dictator, or a king. I'm here today as a private citizen, probably the most conservative guy here on the Capitol grounds. I'm here to talk to you about the Pledge of Allegiance we just did, declaring independence from kings, and today's 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army's congressional authorization. age when we joined the student leader of the day saying the Pledge of Allegiance over the PA system every morning to start the school day. That's right, I'm a boomer. We also had to memorize the preamble to the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the complete Gettysburg Address, all before the school's Thanksgiving Day play. You know, up until a couple of years ago, I did not give much thought to the words, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. I pretty much took it for granted that all patriotic Americans believed in it. However, a couple of years ago, a MAGA congresswoman from Georgia started spouting off an anti-American idea of a national divorce between red and blue states. This undoubtedly violates the Pledge of Indivisible Clause and her own oath of office to support the defend Constitution that clearly states the purpose of the Constitution was to form a more perfect union. While it hasn't gained much traction outside of MAGA world, it does demonstrate that pledges, oaths, and honor mean nothing to Trump and his supporters. Which brings us to the liberty and justice for all clause. What is liberty? Liberty is a state of being free from constraint or oppression, encompassing freedom of action, freedom of choice, freedom of expression. Freedom! We find those freedoms expressed in our Constitution and spelled out in the Bill of Rights. But as the Ninth Amendment points out, just because it's not in the Constitution doesn't mean we don't have those rights. Like the right to privacy. The state has no right to know what goes on in our homes, and our doctor's offices or in our lawyers' offices. According to Google AI, justice in its broadest sense is about fairness, equality, and impartiality in how people are treated, both by the law and within society. How people, no matter their citizenship status, are treated. And wherever this flag flies, that means people, no matter their nationality, race, creed, sex, or color of the skin, or the people who they love, are protected by the rule of law. And that no state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protections of the law. If we do not follow the rule of law, we all suffer under the yoke of tyranny. And our founding fathers knew something about tyranny. I suspect, like many of you, I did not read the whole Declaration of Independence beyond what I had to memorize in the 5th grade through the line of, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from consent of the government, until I got to high school civics. The Declaration of Independence not only sets forth the concept that all men are created equal and that governmental powers come from the consent of the governed, but it listed the unjust actions of King George III of England. It detailed why our forefathers rebelled against the king. If you have not read the whole Declaration, and I'm sure Trump and his cult has never read it, here are a few highlights beyond the preamble demonstrating how Trump is acting like King George. Trump, like King George, thinks he's above the law. King George banned some colonial legislatures. And while Trump has yet to dissolve state legislature, he routinely ignores states' rights and issues executive orders superseding state legislation, and has seen this past week federalize the state National Guard units based on his own political interests. This move is an assault on the checks and balances provided by our federal system. King George limited immigration to the colonies and prevented the colonies from expanding westward. Trump and his cult do not believe the United States is the land of opportunity. They do not believe in the inscription at the base of the Statue of Liberty exalting other countries to give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses learning to breathe free. Trump is just using illegal immigration as a wedge issue that doesn't exist. Just as there weren't immigrants eating cats or dogs, there was no invasion of illegal immigrants in the U.S. under the Biden administration over the past 20 years. He is creating a crisis so he can declare martial law. Suspend habeas corpus and the Constitution so he can stay in power until he dies in office. Trump is a draft-dodging coward afraid of going to jail. Like King George, Trump has given the police total indemnity, protecting them from punishment for abusing their power. King George detained and imprisoned people without trials. It's why we have the 4th and 5th Amendment. Trump's mass deportations and detentions simply violates our Bill of Rights. A final quote from the Declaration of Independence. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people.
Hey, I'm Elder James Johnson. I am the CEO of Racial Justice Network Civil Rights Organization. I want everybody to repeat after me. Hey, Donald Trump has have to go. Hey, Lindsey Graham has have to go. Hey, Tim Scott gotta go. Hey, Nancy Mace's gotta go. Give yourself a round of applause. We can turn this state blue come the midterm election. We can turn this state blue if every one of you get 10 people registered to vote. We can turn this state blue. So let's do it.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And for more, visit CUBNSC.com.